I'm reviewing the newly released Kato N scale Union Pacific 484 Greyhound right now on Ron's Rail Reviews. Hi, and welcome to Ron's Rail Reviews. Today I am testing the brand new N-scale Union Pacific FEF3 from Kato. The unit that I'm looking at today was a sample from Kato that has been on loan to me from my friends at Model Railroad News for the sake of testing and producing this review. Now, the unit that I'm looking at today is a DC unit, but it also is produced with TCS DCC or with ESU LokeSound DCC decoders as well. Now, here at Ron's Rail Reviews, I do product reviews and hobby news. So if that sounds like your thing, be sure to subscribe down below, click the little bell icon, and select all so you can catch future videos. But now, let's get this unit unboxed and take a look at how it looks and how it performs. The Kato FEF3 comes packaged in a cardboard box sleeve which contains the custom-fit plastic packaging surrounded by protective foam. Brief instructions are included for disassembly of the locomotive. The package also includes a replacement front pilot with coupler for coupling to the front or for double heading. Inside the custom plastic packaging, the locomotive is wrapped in a soft protective plastic layer. Removing the unit from the packaging, the first thing you notice is the glossy paint and the nice rivet detail. It also has great piping detail and impressive looking and operating drivers, pistons, and side rods. It really is a beautiful locomotive. Before taking it to the layout, I checked the wheels with an NMRA gauge and found them all to be perfectly in gauge. I also used a coupler height gauge and found the couplers to be at the correct height. I will drop one caveat here. This unit includes Kato knuckle couplers. These couplers look pretty good and are close to scale size, but for serious operators they do not play well with micro trains or other brands of couplers. They do work pretty well for pulling, especially with other Kato couplers. I weighed the unit and it came in at a whopping 5 ounces. I don't work with steam locomotives a lot, but this is half again the weight of an average N-scale 6-axle diesel locomotive. Before we run this locomotive, let's take an up-close look at the detail, and let me tell you a little bit about it. This particular unit is UP number 8444, the locomotive more popularly known today as UP number 844, still in UP's ongoing steam service. Built in 1944 by Alco, the unit was designed for passenger service. It wore the Greyhound paint scheme for only a few years before being converted from coal to oil burning and painted black. While originally designated number 844, it was renumbered number 8444 in 1962 up until 1989. It was returned to its original Greyhound paint scheme in 1987 and remained so until an overhaul in 1991. Thus, this unit, numbered 8444 and in the Greyhound paint scheme, would be most appropriately set in the years 1987 to 1981. Testing the unit in DC, it ran smoothly. I warmed the locomotive up by running it for a couple of minutes, then tested it at slow speed. It crept along on DC power smoothly at a scale 1.4 miles per hour, and it soared down the track at a top speed of 139 miles per hour. Equipped with traction tires, the FEF really grips the rails. In a pull test, it provided a drawbar pull of a full 2 ounces, and it easily pulled a train of 24 cars without a hiccup. I performed my favorite, the shove test, by shoving a cut of cars through the turnouts in a crossover. Again, the locomotive performed flawlessly. Here's a glimpse under the hood as well. Now, for me personally, I model the modern era, so for the most part, steam locomotives don't really fit on my own layout, but I do love seeing them and running them, and this new offering from Kato was absolutely a joy to test. Its level of detail is quite nice, and it's clearly a solid runner and a solid puller. Those are qualities that Kato has been known for and had a great reputation for in N-scale for many years, so that's no surprise, and this locomotive does not disappoint. Now, this unit would make a great addition for any layout or collection that includes steam, and it'll be an absolute joy to run. Look for a full written review and a history of this locomotive by Justin Sobeck. It's the cover story for the June 2022 edition of Model Railroad News. And let me say thank you again to Tony Cook at Model Railroad News for allowing me to run and review this locomotive for you today. Well, hey, be sure and check out my Amazon page, linked in the description down below, where you'll find tons of great products for model railroading, and check out my other reviews in the links on your screen right now, and I look forward to seeing you next time on Ron's Rail Reviews. 10, Lizzie?